Okay, so the next game I guarantee you have not heard of. It's called Bylina. Now, I had a bit of a look at this. I saw the trailer, and it's a old school Diablo style RPG. And let me tell you, this is a breath of fresh air. This game, I am always on the lookout for old school RPGs, and this one is one of the better ones. It's very, very good. Now, the last old school RPG I played Diablo style would probably be Diablo 4, because they don't make these games anymore. Like, when is the last time you played a Diablo style ARPG? They're almost all roguelikes. In this game, it goes back to the classic, classic old school hack and slash RPGs, and it also brings a trademark sense of humor. The developer is a very, very small development team, and I think this game is criminally underrated. There's almost no one talking about it. So I went in and I have played a huge amount of this game. I'm about 6 or 7 hours in, but unfortunately with one of their patches again, my saves got reset. So I did manage to go back to an earlier save. I had to start, that didn't work though, I had to start the game again. So I wanted to show you late game, but unfortunately I'm only about 4 hours in. But I managed to get right up to the later half of the game. So we're kind of nearing the final boss. But I'm going to show you where I'm up to. But before I do, give me one sec. I've just got someone messaging me and I'm wondering who that is. Okay, that would be the cat disappearing again, of course. Okay, sorry about that. All right, let's jump in and I will show you where I'm up to. I think that I was up to Varosha. Let's go. Now, I don't know a lot about the developer of this, and I have to mention the story is based around, I think, Slavic folklore. So we are a mythical hero amongst the Slavs, and we're basically hunting giants. So think Norse-style giants. We're a hero to the village. I did a bunch of missions for this village here, and I'm just going to let me just change the sound a bit because it's a bit on the loud side. That's better. Okay. So, yeah, just to fill you in, we are a hero and we have saved the village of Varosha, which you can see here, from a invasion of these creatures, these mythical creatures. And the village is now free. They've given us some gear, which I'm currently using. And we now have to hunt down some giants. So giants have literally fallen from the sky. They have attacked the village and we're going to go deal with them. This is going to be a long one because this is a very big game. And I have picked a part of the game. I have picked a part of the game that I think is one of the better parts. There is a fair bit of busy work in the early game, so we're kind of getting to the good part now. This is the part where I really started to... I'm like, yeah, this is a game I want to play. The combat system in this is absolutely fantastic. I'm using a classic sword and shield combo. You can't go wrong with them. Beautiful. That's how it's done, boys. Now, there's a couple of things I would mention to the devs. I would love a way to swap between weapons. So I've got a couple of weapons here. I've got a spear, and the spear's nice and all. It is very good against the boss, but I would love to be able to swap between, you know, how in Diablo you could press the Q key and you could have two weapons, so you could swap between the weapons on the fly. This game really needs something like that. Because certain enemies are very weak against two-handed weapons, and other enemies are very weak against one-handed weapons. And the only way I can change is in the middle of a fight to open my inventory and then to swap my weapon over, which is, you know, of course not ideal. So now what we're seeing here is the remains of a giant. A giant has dropped out of the sky. It died. But when the giant hit the ground, it erupted into all these creatures that are now overrunning the village and killing everybody. So there's the giant's eyeball.
You're the Bogatyr, right?
So the Bogatyrs are the heroes, the Slavic heroes. We're a great one at that.
Help it.
Ah, well, go on then. Tell me your troubles.
Can't you see we were nearly crushed by a giant? Monsters are everywhere, and I'm too old to contend with them now. I managed to fetch some water, but I still need honey to make a brew for my ill missus.
Okay.
Just some honey from a beehive?
That's right. I'll make it worth your while if you get me some.
Okay.
Ah, the devil take you. Fine, I'll help you out.
Oh, and if you find any meat upon your travels, fetch it here. I'll make it doubly worth your while.
Go back to your missus, Grams.
Oh, nice. We're going to need this. So we can find skills. We get them from either killing bosses or from finding them in chests. So what we can do now is go to skills. I'm going to assign that. There we go. So now I should be able to use the skill to slow enemies. I've got a strong attack, I've got a stomp, and I've got the slow enemy skill. So, oh damn, I got a face full of flame. That hurts. That hurt real bad. So. Let's you can see here that the spear is not very good against these guys, so I'm going to swap back. I was getting really messed up. You can't go wrong with the sword and shield for most encounters, but it just doesn't have a whole lot of damage, so very nice. I'm pretty badly hurt after that, so we're going to bust open my bag, and what have I got to heal myself with? Leave one of those. But yeah, one of the things I'm really confused about is how more people haven't heard about this game. And I'm a member of a few different websites, and that's how I get most of these games. Like, I'm on Gaming News, I'm always on the lookout for indie games, I'm part of several mailing lists, and sometimes you guys send me stuff. So, for example, a few of the games I have streamed have been viewer suggestion. So this game, I saw the trailer and I emailed the developer and I didn't hear back. And then I ended up going on a couple of journalist websites and I just put a request in. And then they sent me a key for the game. So But it has a very unique visual style. Like, I like that you get these really cool items, like, you know, tree tears, and you heal yourself by making these horrible concoctions. Like the bogatiers are some sort of like a mix between a god and a devil. They've got divine power, and they're champions that get their power from supernatural entities. And you can find the supernatural entities, they choose human beings who have demonstrated great bravery. So we're actually not a bogatier just yet. We're trying to work towards becoming one. Let's try this slow spell. Well, that's working. Oh, I'm really hurt. Oh, he got me. Bugger. The game's pretty forgiving. It's not like a Souls-like. And I noticed that when you die, it does restore your health. So, to be fair, that was pretty much on me. I was careless. So I'm going to swap back to good old-fashioned sword and shield. I am going to assign that skill. And what I want to do is maybe assign that to be number 1. And then assign this to... There we go. That's better. Alright, come at me, bro. This time I'm going straight for the guy with the ranged attack. Nice try, buddy. Oh, damn it. Oh, well, that was marginally better. We're still pretty dinged up. It's the combat in this game is pretty brutal. Like, you're going to get messed up pretty bad in most fights. And health is very hard to come by. So you can see I've got these Bogatier Steins, but they don't fully restore my health. And one thing I haven't figured out how to do, I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I've looked and looked. There's no way to swap between the different consumable items. Like, I'd like to be able to use one of the other consumable items when they run out. So you have to kind of manually go in here and select something if you want to select something other than the Bogatier stew. Okay, let's try not to die this time, eh? Okay, this lady needs some help. Gonna bust in there. Oh, God. Yeah, he destroyed me. Because he knocked me on my back with that punch. That was it. Once the punch landed, that was it for me. So enemies can knock you down. And once that happens, you're pretty much dead. Which, I mean, it's not a fault of the game. That was my fault. I wasn't... Obviously wasn't locked in. There we go. I took a bit of damage, but nowhere near as bad as last time. Marginally better. I'll take that. Now, one of the things I wish that the game did, like I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, if the developer sees this, I don't know what bogateers are. I don't know most of the lore of this game. I've pieced together bits and pieces, but for those of us who are smooth-brained from Australia, who don't understand Slavic lore, if you could please add some sort of primer that explains what's going on here, I would be very grateful, because I really, honestly, I don't know what's going on. The game references bogateers, it references a lot of these supernatural entities, and a lot of it, I have no idea what it means. So I'm just sitting here trying to figure this out, going, you know, what is a bogateer? What are half of these creatures? Like, can I have some sort of explanation, please? Okay, there we go. That's all of them. Drink a bogateer stein. Okay, this guy's going to do a spinning attack. We just stand back. Let him tire himself out. And then run in. Beautiful. Told you, I just had to get my groove on, baby. Let's go. That's it, they're gone now.
That's it. They're gone now.
I'm lost. Where's my mommy?
Where was she when this one fell down? Maybe she's on the other side and just needs time to find her way back around this giant thing. She'll be here
Excuse me.
soon.
No, she won't.
And why is that? Come on, stop crying. Tell me what happened, and I'll help you. I'm a bogateer, a real one, mind you.
Is that true?
Do bogateers ever lie?
Mommy said they don't.
Well, that's why you can't believe me. Tell me where your mummy went, and I'll find her. Which cave are you talking about?
The one out in the woods. The Black Cave. Everyone's too scared to go near it. They say wicked things dwell in the deep. Sometimes, at night, I hear it. A terrible howling on the wind.
I see. Rest easy, lass. I'll find your mother. You have my word. Now, you get back to your hut. Stay inside, bar the latch, and don't open the door for anyone. Neither man nor beast.
I will. Thank you, Bogateer.
It's a real shame that no one seems to be talking about this game, because for me at least, it's got a crafting system, it's got an open or semi-open world, we've got Diablo-style combat, a huge range of different weapons and abilities, and I have no idea why this game isn't getting more notice from people. Like, I would play this over whatever AAA slop is being forced onto me at the moment. This is way more interesting. This is the sort of game that I've been looking for, an old school RPG. And I wish that more. I don't know what it is. I know that you need a lot of work to make one of these, and I don't know how big the development team is, but if a little development team like this can make a game like Bylina, then what excuse have these big companies got? Like, if little devs can pull out something like this, I don't want another Concord. I don't want Marathon. I don't want a RPG that is soulless. Like, when I play something like I feel like I'm always like ragging on Dustborn, but something like Dustborn that's like an RPG that looks like it's been made by a preschooler, and I see a game like this is made on a fraction of the budget. It just makes me like, why are developers like this making games like this and nobody knows they exist? and we've got these giant AAA companies just making shovelware that I couldn't even be bothered playing. It's criminal. Okay, this is going to be rough, this one. I'm going to need to heal up. Okay. I've killed all the stragglers. I'm going to eat some more fish stew because this is gonna be a tough fight. Let's go. Oh, we're doing well. Okay. Oh. Okay. Freeze up. Get wrecked, son. Oh yeah, baby. I'm glad I put some hours into this game. I told you this game's Kino. Like I have no idea why more people aren't playing this. I would spend 20 hours playing this game over any rubbish AAA shovelware that's been pushed out in the last 6 months. They don't make games like this anymore. And why am I having to get games from, Slavic developers because Western developers just can't be bothered making a decent RPG? It actually makes me quite upset to see that, there's these tiny devs are dog walking AAA developers in the West here. Like, I've been even getting Australian and New Zealand developers sending me stuff. Like, I don't understand how these developers can mess this up so bad. And now they're saying we want $90 for a game. Why would I pay $90 for a AAA RPG when I can pay $25 for this game and get 12, 14, 20 hours of enjoyment? I'll wipe my backside with AAA games now. Like, honestly, you could put this up against any AAA RPG that's out at the moment, and this beats it hands down. Because it's got character. Like, it's got a nostalgic value for me. Like, this takes me back to being a kid and playing Diablo 2. Oh no. I hate it when it does that. If you go into the animation of getting something, you will, and an enemy is nearby. I didn't see that enemy there. He will be able to just keep hitting you. So that is an issue with the game. And like I said, this game's janky, but it's got heart. And like, look visually, this game looks amazing. when I say amazing, I'm not talking about graphical quality. I just meant like it's got its own sort of visual style. Like you're running through this giant area and there's like pieces of like dead pieces of giant. The enemies actually look interesting. They all have their own little bits of folklore that explain what they are. And you've got an actual exploration system that has like a hub where you go in and I mean, look at this. That's cool. That's a dude's skull, the giant skull. I'm running through a giant skull. This kind of has some God of War vibes. I didn't like the new God of War, like when I don't like the new ones with and I know that's not a very popular opinion. I know I'm not poo-pooing on it. Some people like those games, just not for me. I have to lurk, but I want to loudly say I agree with the character thing. Yes! That's what I'm saying. Like, this game, it's got, like, if you have a look at it, it's got a unique look. Like, the thing that I keep saying is that if you play a AAA game, right? If I play something that's been pushed out by Ubisoft or EA, it feels like it's come out on a conveyor belt. Like, it's soulless. There's nothing to it. Like, you look at it visually, and it's not just the artwork, it's just the way the character and the millennial writing. You know how all the characters have to say, or, you know, they have to explain everything in these really long, like, idiotic sentences. The main character is just constantly talking all the time. Your main character, he barely says 2 words out of combat. Like, he just doesn't talk. And it's so refreshing to have a character that doesn't have to say something every 5 seconds. And I know, look, it's a preference thing, but I hate this thing with modern games where everyone has to talk all the time. And they're always making jokes. And they're always making all these, like, cringe memes every 5 minutes. And it makes no sense when you're in a medieval game where someone's making jokes about 6-7. Or making jokes about, like, you know, frogs or something. I'm like, it's a medieval game. It doesn't, like, thematically, it makes no sense. Your character shouldn't be making, like, memes and jokes that aren't even part of the game. And it's modern writing. It's so creatively bankrupt. I know I'm kind of on a bit of a rant because Nurium, yes, I over-explained. I'm sorry. I will shut up about it now. It's a sore spot for me, so I'm gonna shut up now because I know I've done it to death. But rant over, I promise. But yeah, I mean, just look at it. It just looks really cool. And I don't know if the dev's gonna see this, but if you do, you know, good on you. You done well. The combat in this game is, like, really tight, too. Like, it's just real. Like, overall, the whole package is just well done. And I was not expecting this. I got an email from these guys, and you should see, like, the promotional material for this game. It was just, like, really plain. Oh, we made an RPG. It's Slavic folklore. And I looked at the picture, and there's, like, a Viking guy. And I think this is probably the only thing I complained to the developer about. You guys have got to sell yourselves better. You've got gold here. You've got a freaking good game. Like, get out there and start telling people, hey, we got this game. It's a freaking awesome game. It's, you know, AAA developers aren't making these games anymore, but we are. Come and play it. Like, this is, yeah, like, it just, I really wish that there was more RPGs. I don't know what it is. Like, there's certain games that people just don't make anymore. Like, I recently played X4, right? I think it was about it was about a year ago. The developers of X4 sent me X4, and I know it's a bit of a jump from what we're playing, but there's certain genres that just, I don't know whether all the developers just had a meeting and just decided we're not going to make these games anymore. But I'm just like, oh, a space flight sim. I haven't played this for a decade. And it wasn't because I just decided that I don't like them anymore. They just don't make them. So I'm like, I can't play them. So I started playing X4 and I'm like, oh, that's really good. I wish there was more games like this. And then I played a parkour game a couple of weeks ago called White Knuckle. And I know, like, all the comments were like, yeah, you suck at this game. I'm like, yeah, okay, I know. I'm not the greatest. That's not the point of the game. But I'm like, people don't make climbing games. And they don't make old school RPGs like this. And I don't know why, whether that just there's no money in it, or I think my theory is that it costs a lot of money to make these, obviously, because it's a lot cheaper for them to crap out a low effort looter shooter that you can make in 5 seconds, than it is to make something like this. But it just, yeah. I wish that more developers made games like this. It's sad. It's sad they don't. Rant over anyway. But yeah, like I played, I think, Diablo. I haven't played Diablo 4 because I heard it's crap, so I skipped Diablo 4. But I remember when Diablo 3 came out. I actually. This was pre kids, so I could do it. I just took a week off. My wife thought I was insane. I'm like, I'm taking a week off, and I took a week off when Diablo 3 launched. And I don't know if people remember the infamous Era 7 that came out. So the entire IT department took leave, and of course the managers, they weren't really paying attention, so they just signed my leave form, and they're like. This is back when I was working as like a network admin. So they just had no IT staff for a week. Like the entire department just shut down. And they were just like, why is everybody on leave? And we're trying to explain to them, oh, Diablo 3 dropped. And they're like, you're not allowed to take leave when, like, everyone can't take leave when a new game comes out. The entire department just ground to a halt because you guys wanted to run off and play video games. I'm like, well... I mean, to be fair, you did sign the paperwork, so this isn't on me. And I'm like, it doesn't really matter why I want the leave. The fact is, you signed the leave. So, but I never got to play it. I took a week off. I spent a week sitting around stewing because of this Era 7, and then one of my colleagues who was a bit smarter than me at the time, he waited 3 weeks and then he took a week off. And he was sitting there happily playing the game while all of us just wasted a week sitting around waiting for it to come out. Oh, those are good old days. But my point is, like, Diablo 3 is probably the last game I played like this. I can't think of any others. So it's a shame. It's a shame. But yeah, I'm assuming you're a fan of RPGs. Like this. If you've got any recommendations, Nuri, hit them in the chat, because I love these sort of games. I can't find them for the life of me. So whenever I find one of these games, I'm all up in it. I'm like, I am 100% down to play this. I dropped everything to play this game. So good. I spent like half an hour glazing this game, so if all of that didn't make you want to play it, then there's probably nothing I can say from now on that's going to make you, so. Let me just patch up a bit. What else have I got? You don't have a lot of healing items. That's probably the only thing that you do have to manage your healing very efficiently, and if you're getting belted up, you got to learn the combat. Like for me, I find the sword and shield work the best, just because enemies are so fast. I wish there was a way to quick swap, have an alternate, like have the spear as a backup, because the spear works really well against heavy enemies, and because I can't swap weapons on the fly, it just means I just use the sword all the time. Which kind of sucks. Like, I think the game should encourage you to use different weapons more frequently. Oh yeah, look at this. Freaking ninja. I'm getting... I don't even think they hit me. Hell yeah. Get wrecked, son. I wiped out the whole pack without getting hit. That's how it's done, boys. Yeah, well, this game's got style for days. How did you find out about it? I'm curious. Because the game, the developers, that for some reason they didn't do a whole lot of advertising for the game, which astonishes me. Why they didn't make this game more well known. No, it's okay, man. Well, if you look, shameless self promotion. If you like this, I've got a YouTube channel, and I also do I do this stuff every week. So I've got a weekly stream. Every Friday, I get a bunch of new indie games, and I've got a backlog that's quite big now. So I'm trying to keep up. Oh, nice, the demo. Yeah, no, I'm part of like an amateur games journalist group, so that's how I found out about it. And usually, like, everyone kind of has their own thing in the group. So one of our members is into cozy games, and she played this, and she's like, I don't like this game, but you're going to love it. So she sent me a message. She's like, it's not my thing. Because I usually, when I find cozy games, like, you know, the ones like Stardew Valley style, stuck. Oh, there we go. I thought I'd have to load the game. Maybe I should make a save, because we've done a fair bit here, so let's make another save. I do not want to do all that all over again. I haven't figured out how to get into these houses yet. You can get into one later in the... but I haven't figured out how to get into this house. Oh, yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, she sent me a link to this game, because she played it, and she's like, she liked the way that it looked, but she's like, it's like, I'm like, in the group, I'm the Dark Souls guy. So usually, whenever there's any sort of Souls-like, they usually send it to me, because like, it's not really like Dark Souls games are kind of my thing. And this kind of game it was weird. It was lumped in as a Souls-like. Oh, I'm stuck. There we go. It was lumped in as a Souls-like when they sent the thing, and the people who everyone immediately was just like, oh no, it's Skell's thing. We'll send it to him because it's a Souls game. And I got sent it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't a Souls game, and I nearly gave up on it. I'm like, oh no, it's not Dark Souls. So.
Who do you think you are? You weren't invited. Say the password or.
Oh, I found the note. That was the note next to the house.
Password.
Oh, he's one of ours. Go ahead then.
Very secure. Yeah, but usually I play Dark Souls style games. So I love Souls likes, and because this game isn't a Souls like, they're kind of I took a few hits then. I'm trying not to take too much damage, because my healing items, they are a dwindling. And I should mention, there are 3 difficulty settings in this game. I'm playing the standard difficulty, but honestly, for someone who plays these games a fair bit, this is a little bit more difficult than standard. This is actually... it's quite difficult. So if you don't play these games all the time, just a friendly bit of advice, don't feel bad if you have to go back to easy. because it is definitely a very difficult game. This game kicked my ass for the first act. And then I kind of got down to the rhythm of using the sword and shield, and that was all good. Okay, I think we got everything here. We're just about ready to head into the next sector. I'm going to try and do this entire act because we've got a little bit left. As I mentioned in the opening, I actually completed this. I'm about 4 or 5 hours ahead in the game, but they released a major patch which has rolled back the saves. So I had to start the game a second time. Not that it matters. I actually missed a few things in my first run, so I went back and did it a second time and gathered a lot more stuff because I was struggling because I kind of missed a lot of the healing items you find in here, and you can farm enemies a little bit too. I don't recommend you go overboard, but it does help sometimes if you're really struggling to farm enemies and get a bit of glory, so you can up your skills a bit. Let's go over to the old man. Because the old man's going to give us an upgrade. You'll see what we're going to get. It's very sexy. Especially when you're, if you're a Souls player like me and you worship the two-handed weapon, skill tree, you're going to love this. Works great on bosses. Okay, my man, here's your honey.
Praise. Some of my old stuff is still lying around somewhere. It's yours if you find it.
What? Where'd you get clothes like that? Don't tell me you used to be a bogatir too.
That's right. They once dubbed me the Birch Knight because of this wondrous armor. And the name stuck. The armor was a gift from my father.
I was very self-conscious of my skills when I started playing Souls-like games, because I know there's a lot of elitism, but I found the community to be quite good.
With you wearing it, the legend of the Birch Knight will live on a little longer. And you need this armor more than I do.
Thanks.
Farewell, Bogatir.
Now have a look at this. This is a brand new sword. Look at the upgrade. So 240 to 300, 280 to 350. And we can, if we get the set, if we go back, Woodsmith's armor, we've got the Woodsmith's armor. Woodsmith's shield, we've got that. And I think that's it. Yeah, so we've got the full set. We got Wolfsmith's set. Very nice. Standing on one leg, is that... Did I miss that? You mean my character? Or this guy? Now I'm curious. I didn't know what you mean.
Hand over the meat.
Don't have any meat, mate.
Going to.
Oh, let me have a look. Oh, yeah, that's cute. Very observant. I missed that. You know, the really strange thing is this game, despite it being very, like, I wouldn't say janky, but it's obviously made by a smaller development team. It's a team like this. I'd love to see how they'd go on a bigger project. I have the sinking feeling that due to the game's low reception, that we won't see like too many things out of them. I hope I'm wrong. But I'd love to see, like, imagine what these guys could do with a sequel with like a big budget. Oh, these boys are back. Oh yeah, new sword works real good. Look at that, just barreling through them. It looks like most of the stuff's regrown. I'll take it. We can do, like I said, we can do a little bit of farming, but I'd recommend not. I know, yeah, there's a section in the game where you fight this boss, and I suppose I'm not going to give it away, but the boss is basically stomping you, you're losing. And then the character figures out the boss is weak to water, and then he doesn't have any water on him, so he just, how do I say this in a Twitch-friendly way? He just relieves himself on the boss and instantly kills it. So it's just like all these kind of comedic horror moments in the game that just like, I'm just like, I didn't expect that, but I'm here for it. And like, this guy's like, in a life or death situation, and I was in the village earlier, and there's this guy, this drunk guy. He's just like, oh, I made up this game. It's basically bowling, where he gets a bunch of sticks and puts a bundle of sticks on the ground, and you throw sticks at the other bundle of sticks, and he just gets drunk and just challenges you. Your character's like, yeah, okay. He just stops what he's doing, just starts playing this game with the guy just because he can. Yeah, it's a rare thing in this game.
Listen, Sonny, if you stumble across a peculiar goblin, don't let him rattle you. He dwells deep in the caves and might just toss you a boon if you're willing to trade a favor. Give him a chance to speak.
I hope that if one or two people see this stream that they buy the game, then I'll be happy. My work here is done. I can ride into the sunset.
Ah, poor fellas. They tried to get away, but running hadn't saved them.
Okay, next area. Okay, so this is the goblin, and we can talk to him.
A treasure seeker. Well met. I am Illichrg Burgultrasht, but my friends just call me Ilya. A simple name that's hard to forget.
Sounds good.
And why would you need that?
I'm of goblin blood, come from lands far away. We goblins are connoisseurs of dungeons and trade. My dream is to open exchange posts in every worthy cave.
Oh, no worries, man. No, thank you for joining me. It was nice to have a bit of a chat. Shameless self-promotion. I'm back every week, so if you want to come and join me next week, feel free. And I've got a Discord as well. If you want the Discord, I can send you the link and you can join the Discord. I hang out there with my mates, so if you want to talk to me more, I'll pop a link in anyway. No pressure. If you want to join, you can. If not, easy either way. I'll get it for you. Hold up, let me get you a link. There you go. If you want to join, no pressure, feel free.
What are you looking for?
My current quarry is this. A flash and bang mushroom tucked away in a
It's nice. It's nice to meet fellow game enthusiasts where I can. So the actual Discord server is made up mostly of my friends who I've met through streaming on this channel. So we're a pretty small group, but if you want to chat to other game enthusiasts, you may want to check us out. You might make a few friends on there. But yeah, no, good talking to you, man. I'll if I see any other games similar to this, I'll let you know.
I'll look around.
I'll be waiting. Wherever there's darkness,
Have a good night, man.
I'll be. And if it smells like a deal, Ilya must be right around the corner.
No, no worries, man. Anytime. Good to chat, man. Take it easy. Yeah, my Discord's is made up mainly of
Dead brigand is nice.
other people I've met through streaming. Like my friend Lukey, Cal, I met all of those through streaming, Frost. So that's kind of one of the happy side effects of doing this. I made some friends doing this, and we all play together and hang out. Yeah, for someone like me that's a bit antisocial, it's a good way to make some friends. Hell yeah, look at this. I'm dog walking him, although my health's not in great shape. The Devil's Cone. Does that mean it's can I smoke it? Smoke some cones? Like, oh, it's a mushroom. Okay, I don't think I can smoke it. Let me see if I can. See, I don't have much in the way of health potions. I might use one of those. Because at this point in the game, the first time I'd gone up to this part, I started to run low on health. But there's actually, once you get decent at the combat, if you go into villages, you can play mini games and a bunch of other stuff. You can just get your health refilled. So it's often good to talk to everybody. I was kind of, the first time I played the game, I rushed ahead because I wanted to see if the game was worth my time. And I'm just like, I'll go in and I'll just play the game and I'll see. And then I got kind of caught up in it and I was like, wow, this game is actually really, really good. So, and that's kind of the reason why I do this. Like, I find this is a really cool way to recommend games to other people. I will stream a game and, you know, sometimes I'll get some stinkers and sometimes I'll get some gems, but I've found as my following has gotten bigger, the quality of the games I'm getting is getting better and better. And I think it's probably because I've got bigger publishers, more recognized developers sending me stuff now. So I almost never get shovelware, which I'm very happy about. I hate asset flips and low quality stuff, and that's why when, you know, people are saying, oh, game's an asset flip or a low quality game, I tend to be very, very wary of it. But honestly, I think most of the time, most of the games I'm getting now are actually really, really good ones. Well, you can't save that guy, by the way. I've tried several times. I just have to watch him plummet to his doom. Yeah, get wrecked, son. Okay, we're gonna kill that magic user. There we go. Fair fight now. Okay, I'm waiting for him to wear himself out. Okay, when he does this, once he falls over, it's party time. Yeah, boy. I don't even think he laid a hand on me. Get some cones. Make some cones, son. I wish there was more of these games that were out there. It's unfortunate that that RPGs just seem to be going the way of the dodo. Just at some point, some developer decided We don't need to make RPGs anymore. Or they decided we're just going to make Souls-likes. And don't get me wrong, obviously I love Souls-like games. I can't get enough of them. There's sometimes you just want to pick up a good old-fashioned dungeon crawling RPG and just play it. Like, this would be great to play with a couple of mates. But the sad part is, because this game's largely gone unnoticed, I know that not many people are going to see it, and I think the developer, they should, if they haven't already, they should be giving this out to more streamers, doing whatever they can to get this game
Hello.
seen by more people, because it's going to sell itself. You know, if I watch someone else streaming this, I'd be like, I gotta get in on this. I want to play this game right now. It makes my job easy. I don't have to try to make you want to play this. If you're a Diablo fan and you see me playing this, you're gonna be like, yeah, okay, I'm in. I don't have to try. It makes my job super duper easy. Nice try, bruh. Oh, damn it. It's too slow. Get out of here. Oh, I'm pretty badly dinged up. That was unpleasant. Can't smoke some mushrooms? I can't. Can I smoke some mushies? I have to know. I have to know. You can not indeed make any... You can't smoke mushrooms to increase your health. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
What are you doing here?
The brigands ambushed us. Snot-Nose managed to slip away, but they dragged the rest of us here to serve as fodder for the beast.
A bathing suit's required in order to investigate.
I suppose it's saving the rest of us for its next meal.
I'm not sure what you mean, sorry, Night Rav. It's a medieval game, so I don't think anyone's going to be wearing bathing suits in this. I think leather armor and chainmail is the order of the day.
Do you know
Okay,
the way out?
let's get these guys out of here.
Gather the others. Get
Now
back
these
to the
little
government.
guys here, these are the ones that chose me at the start of the game. These little
If you're a warrior of the
Hoosiers.
then I shall aid you. So, what is it you need most?
So these guys, they give you a cuddle of all things. Watch, I get a cuddle off him,
Upgrade.
and he makes me stronger. So there you go. So all problems in life can be solved with a cuddle. Go figure. If only life was that easy, eh? You know, world wars, disease, famine. Just have a cuddle, it's all solved. We'll live in hope. Alright, so we've actually got a boss battle up ahead. And this bad boy, I'm going to have to break out the big guns. Because a shield doesn't do a whole lot against a boss, but I just picked up this bad boy. Anyone who's played Dark Souls is going to know which way this is going to go. We don't need a shield when we've got an axe the size of a small country. Going to get my berserk on. Okay, this is the way out, so we don't need to go that way yet. I just wonder if there's any other quests I can complete before we move on to the boss. Journal. Oh, yes. Beautiful. We can go back to Ilya. Let's go. Might as well. He might have some good stuff to trade too. I'd like some healing items if he's willing to trade. Have your mushroom.
Ah, thank you kindly. Here's a toad token for your trouble.
Okay. I was hoping he might trade something with me, but that's okay. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, Night Rav, but if you want to elaborate, I'm happy to. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Someone was wearing a bathing suit. Okay, now we get to have a boss battle, so I've got to lock in. And the two-handed axe is just what we need for this. Let's get some more cones. Get some cones. Smoke some cones. Wrong game. Wrong game. Oh, Bogatia, we need that Sabidin. That's the booze. Okay, let's cook at the fire. That's we got full health. I am going to grab some more Bogatia steins or Sabitins. And I think we better grab some homebrew too, just in case we end up in a cold area. Kabaje of Victory. Actually, we'll grab the Kabaje soup because this is going to increase my might. And I think that should do it. We got a fair bit of healing supply, so I think we're going to be okay. I am going to save the game just in case we run into a problem. Okay, chat. Wish me luck. We're about to boogaloo with one of the tougher bosses in the game. Oh, he's having a happy meal. Well, I don't have to feel too bad about killing him. He appears to had some facial work done. Ow! I dodged the worst of it. Oh, there's no way to easily dodge that. Oh, he's nearly dead. One more hit will do the trick. And for those who are asking, yes, I did kick him in the nuts, and then before I finished him off. By the way, this cutscene slaps. Tiny development team, by the way. I can feel my testosterone peaking just watching this. Now, you're going to do what I did. You're going to panic. So I saw that, and I thought it was the end of the game. I'm like, you can't be serious. I'm only like 5-6 hours into the game and it's over. No, that's just the opening act. So the opening act is you fighting your way to this place, which is the thrice 9 kingdoms. So you're basically fighting your way here. And I mean, I was going to move on to the next game, but it seems like you guys are liking this, so maybe we'll have a bit of a look around here before we move on to the next one. But I mean, yeah, this game absolutely. When I saw that, I'm like, oh, you're kidding me? Is that the end of the game? Like, it can't be the end of the game. Like, it was just getting good. Don't worry, it's not the end of the game. We're just getting into it. Nice try, bro. Look at this. I'm just dabbing on him now. Yeah, boy. I don't even think he hit me. I don't even think he didn't get a hit on me, son. I'm just wrecking him. Yeah, I have no idea why more people aren't playing this game. It's so good. I hope the dev sees this, because if you do, if you see this, dev, reach out to me, please. Please do. I'd love to talk to you about what inspired you to make this game. Look at this. I'm barely taking any damage now. This new armor's pretty good. Also, my skills have gotten pretty tight as well. Right, let's head over to the village. I want to at least make it to the village because that's the next section of the game.
Too late. Come to Shroomy before it's too.
So what's happened is these people all lost their minds. The thrice 9 kingdoms, and again, the game doesn't do a lot to explore the story. I really wish it did. It's probably one of the few things that a bit of lore would help to explain this. I'm not Slavic, so I'm pretty sure I'm missing most of the context here. Okay, these guys are getting tougher.
He's there.
Oh, we're going to talk to the mushroom. Okay, let's go talk to him.
What a pit of despair we've got ourselves into.
What happened? Where are we?
The thrice 9 kingdom, Kashay's realm.
So Koshay is the person that killed our father, so we've got a bit of a personal stake in this.
Koshay, the Deathless.
Ah, yes. That's his fortress, the Eldritch Castle.
Sure.
So over there is where we need to go, and this next level, I'd love to stream it, but this next level, to get through this took me the better part of 5 hours. So it is huge.
How can I get back?
Only a Bogatir can withstand such a journey. An ordinary man would find only madness. You are fortunate to have the ancient might flowing in your veins. Seek the fortress of Kashay the Deathless. There flows a river, should you surrender to its depths and drown, you shall wake in the world of the living. Just don't let the cachet catch you. You were not deathless, after all.
You're right, that I'm not. Quite a task. Well, at least your brothers will help me along the way.
There is little hope for the local redcaps. They might deceive you, and they've got a mean bite too.
Sure.
Now, we can find out a bit about Cachet, and I guess
Tell me about
we'll do it.
Cachet is a creation of horror. Flesh of the flesh of that evil giant who slew his own twin. You've probably heard that ghastly tale. Cachet carries the same rot.
Tell me about the Thrice Nine Kingdom.
You've heard how the two brothers created this world, surely? They wove the beasts and the folk from the mists. But then they fell into a feud because the humans were born with free will. One brother slew the other, then let the grief consume him until he tore his very body asunder, and those jagged pieces became the Thrice Nine Kingdom, built of his longing and his lament.
So my understanding is that the Thrice Nine Kingdoms are a supernatural dimension made up of the corpses of giants. And that is why, as you have a look around, you'll find body parts in here. And that's, I really love this game, but I feel like I'm not doing it justice because I don't understand all of the lore.
Yeah, I noticed. Tell me about the Redcaps.
The very air of the Thrice Nine Kingdom makes your brain rot. Most lose their wits at the threshold, while even the strongest get a bit peculiar. Like those bogateers who suddenly can't stop speaking in verse. And as for a tiny little shroomy, their minds snap like dry twigs. So pay no mind to their babble.
Sure.
Okay. So I guess let's head over to the castle. Before we do, I'm just going to gather what I can. We're going to need to get every bit of supplies I can get my hands on. Get some more canes. I think that's the village. We go there later, so we might do that later. But this is the one I want to do. This little area here is a challenge. I'm going to need to patch my health up, so let's do that. Have some Bogatia beer. Oh, that's a lot of bad guys. Ooh! Hey, we're doing all right. Okay, we're gonna... use that frost ability. It just slows him down enough to give me a bit of an edge. Problem is, it does have a pretty big wind up. I can do that though. I tend to use that frost skill a little bit too much because it's so effective. Oh man. I've got to try and get these points up and running because I think these guys are going to keep spawning until we... Yep. Okay, we're nearly there. Okay, these guys now I've destroyed the totems. They're not coming back. Yeah, boy. That's how it's done. First time. You can kind of see my my healing items are starting to dwindle. I really struggled in this next section because I was kind of using the two-handed weapon a lot, and as good as the two-handed weapon is, I found that most of the enemies they attack so rapidly that one-handed weapons are your way to go. I kind of wish they did, like, the two-handed weapon skills are a little bit better. Like, if I use the axe, for example, I mean, let's try it out. I'm always using the sword. I love me some two-handed weapons, but as you can see, it's a very big wind-up. So most of the time, that means the enemies get a hit in. And because health is so rare in this game, it's most of the time you're better off using a sword and a shield. But I like, you know, variety being the spice of life and all.
Before it's too late.
What's that hut doing here?
We'll be able to get into that hut later, but for now... Oh, yeah. Oh, get out of that.
Stop him!
Damn! Oh, I accidentally killed a villager. To be fair, I was not aiming at him. They're kind of just standing out in the open, so... If they've got the preservation instincts of a lemming, there's not much I can do to help them. Okay, I do have a bow, so it might be time to bust that out. What are you doing? Wrong.
He's there.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay, I'm starting to like this axe more and more. Oh baby, a triple. Okay, I am gonna have to plink these guys the bow because they're sitting outside of my active range. There we go. Oh, and they do a lot of damage with that fire attack. Can you please stop aiming at those dudes? Kill the guy in the air, please. Oh, damn it. I hope I got a save. No, of course not.
Before it's too late.
Stop him.
All right, let's just go straight to the castle then. I won't bother doing all this again. We can do that later. We already did it all, so I can come back and do it later. The game does warn you before you go to another section, so it's not a big deal. Get wrecked, son. Look at that! 3 hits, 3 kills. Okay, I take back what I said. This axe is awesome. Oh, baby. This thing's absolutely dog-walking these guys. Let's go. Yeah, come get some, baby. Oh. There we go. Yeah, this guy is not very resistant against a very big axe. In fact, I take back what I said. This axe is absolutely brilliant. Away with you.
Huh? Away with you. Fade into the rot.
You're the one who'll be fading if you don't heed me. See that hut? Get inside, now!
Sure.
Okay, let's do a bit of a run around. See what I can find. You can kill these guys, but they're obviously enthralled by the Thrice Nine Kingdoms. They're not evil per se, so I'm not going to kill them. We can head over to the hut. And talk to our new friend, the Wisp. If I make it there alive. Oh boy, oh boy. Serpentine, serpentine. Okay, I think I've got a big healing, yep, big healing potion. That ought to patch me up. Yeah, boy. Okay, I definitely going to want to start with you. Then your friend. Hell yeah, I'm on a victory lap here. Dub after dub after dub with this thing. I can't go back. This axe is king. Look at it, just tear these guys apart like paper. Oh, hey man, how you going? Andrew. Andrew, for those who aren't aware, I played his game Vagrant a while back. And oh yes, I was speaking to him earlier. Yeah, I was I hope everything's going well with Vagrant. I can see you've been very busy from what I've seen on social media. I hope everything's going well for you. I've been getting a ton of requests from devs. It's been, the last few months have been crazy. I can barely keep up. First world problems, I know. But no, it's been good. I've picked up some really rare games, and tonight we've had some bangers. I was saying that this game is a very old school RPG, Diablo style, and the thing about and this would be good because you're a developer. It would be interesting to get your perspective, but I've found as a software tester, or at least as a game fan, there's certain genres that just developers, I don't know if there was a meeting that I wasn't invited to, but They just decided that it's not worth making games like old school RPG games anymore. I don't know if it's like a resource thing or... But, like, when's the last time you played a Diablo-esque RPG? Like, I can't even think of the last time I played one. Like, I don't know if it's just... I know that obviously a game like this is far more effort than a small focused indie game, but this game is dog walking every other AAA RPG I've played in the last 3 months. Like, it's not even close. And I noticed this with some genres like flight sims. Have you noticed that? Like flight sims? When's the last time you played a flight sim? Someone along the lines decided we're not making flight sims anymore. Don't know. I wish I knew. Oh, yeah, they're definitely being consumed by madness. You can't actually jump off this, by the way. I thought I'd test it out, but you actually won't jump. I love how your main character just makes like a glib comment and seeing someone just jump to their death. It's just like, oh, that was funny. Guess they're dead now. Let's head over to the hut. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, old school RPGs just kind of died.
What's that hut doing here?
Kill your friends.
Oh, hello. Let's patch up. I wish there was an easier way to heal yourself where you didn't have to go into the inventory. You've got a hotkey, but it only seems to work for one of the consumables. And you can't swap what consumable you want to use on that hotkey, or at least I haven't found a way to do it. Okay, let's have a chat to our new friend. You gonna let me chat? No? Oh, there we go.
Now stand by the door and don't move. Look alive, you woodpile. Turn away from the thrice nine kingdom. Return to the land of the living.
Oh, this game is Kino. Like, it's... I have no idea why more people aren't... I found out about it through a games... like an amateur games journalist group I'm a part of. And one of the people in the group played this and went... She was like... She's into cozy games. So all of us kind of have our niche. Like, I'm usually like the Dark Souls guy. If anyone gets any Souls games, they used to give them to me. And she's into like cozy games. So I was, I found some cozy farming game and I played it and I was like, it's not really my thing, but you might like it. And she's like, I found the game for you. And the way she explained it was like a Dark Souls game. And I played it. I'm like, this isn't a Dark Souls game, but it is good. It's not a Dark Souls game, but it's bloody good. I'll still play it.
What do you mean through?
Yeah.
How? Sure.
Okay, so we just have to examine the hearts and grab what we need. But yeah, no, it's fantastic. Alright, well, I would love to keep playing this game, but like I said, my saves got reset, and the next section in this game, the Temple of Cachet, or the Fortress of Cachet, it took me, no joke, near 5 hours to complete it. So we're not going to get that done tonight. So we might leave this one here, but my final thoughts on this game are that it's one of the most original and interesting action RPGs that I've played this year. Or not this year at all. I can't think of the last time I played a decent action RPG. They are very, very rare. So if you like games like Diablo Baldur's Gate. I'm talking old school Baldur's Gate. Not there's anything wrong with the new one, but like, Baldur's Gate 2, for example. You're going to want to pick this game up. It's got a very quirky style. It's got a nice sense of humor. The combat system in it is really nice. The weapons and abilities in the game are really cool. And it has a visual style that I haven't seen in many other games. So it's a real crime that this game isn't getting mentioned more. And the cherry on the top is this game. It's not super expensive. The problem with RPGs now is when you find one of these AAA RPGs, they want 80, 90, $100. This game's like $20. Like, for $20, you'd be mad not to get it. So it's a hearty recommendation from me. This has been one of my most pleasant surprises of the stream, or at least the last batch of indie games I got. So it's a big recommendation. I hope the developer does see this, and if they do, thank you. For choosing, a tiny channel like mine to check your game out. We've got one more game that I wanted to show you tonight. We are going to check that out, but please go and check this game out, because we need developers like this to keep making these games, or they're going to go extinct. That's my concern. You're going to find this genre is going to go completely extinct once people like this stop making these games. And it's not me I'm worried about, it's my kids. They won't be able to experience stuff like this, because my kids are playing games from when I was their age, because there's just nothing good that's coming out. So yeah, hopefully we see more of this, but we are going to move on to the final game of the evening. And I am going to save, because I'm absolutely going to come back to this.